buckle up. We start with great news tonight. Game, set, match. The repulsive, disgusting shift show circus is almost over. And finally, we see the light at the end of the tunnel. At this hour, very good sources are telling me that the Schumer shift sham show is circling the drain. Can't come soon enough. Nothing is definite, but it appears Senate Majority Leader McConnell now has the votes to block further witnesses, and this whole pointless charade could be wrapped up hopefully Friday or Saturday of this week. Earlier today, Colorado Senator Cory Gardner announced that he will vote against new witnesses, saying he didn't need to hear from an 18th witness to render a verdict. John Bolton is now officially out of the equation, being needed as a witness. I'll explain in a minute. Now Republicans likely need just one more vote, put an end to the madness once and for all. And to be honest, well, it could come from either side of the aisle. There's now high anxiety inside the Democratic Party tonight. FoxNews.com reporting that any future witness agreement would be subject to a package deal. In other words, Bolton gets hauled in. We'll tell you why that's no longer necessary in a minute. So will two key members of, let's say, the Biden syndicate. Quid pro quo Joe, zero experience Hunter. And as we have documented so many times, at a bare minimum, there's a serious appearance of impropriety. We went through all the laws that, well, seem to fit in this case with the Bidens, all felonies. The president, remember, has a sworn constitutional duty to faithfully execute the laws of this land, and that's why he was rightly concerned not only about Ukrainian election interference, separate and apart from Russian interference, which Devin Nunes warned about, but he's also rightly concerned about quid and pro and quo Joe, and not say, oh, like Elizabeth Warren or Bernie Sanders, who happens to be leading in both Iowa and New Hampshire. Let me sum it up for you one more time. This thing's over. It's finished. Everything else will be a mere formality. Now, we know how this will end. The president will be acquitted. And thankfully, in 279 days, we will have an election in this country. As a matter of fact, we have now actually heard from what the Democrats thought would be their latest star witness. Moments ago, the president tweeted out these words, "Game over." Along with the words, he sent out a video, 2019, John Bolton praising the president's phone call, yes, the one in question, with Ukraine. Let's take a look.
We'll be meeting President Zelensky. He and President Trump have already spoken twice. President called to congratulate President Zelensky on his election and then on his success in the parliamentary election. They were very warm and cordial calls. We're hoping that they'll be able to meet in Warsaw and have a few minutes together because the success of Ukraine, maintaining its freedom, its system of representative government, a free market economy free of corruption, and dealing with the problems of the Donbass and the Crimea are high priorities here, obviously, but high priorities for the United States as well.
Sounds almost verbatim the president's description of the call, what we all read with the transcript. Did you hear any quid or pros or quos like Joe there? Did you hear any dire warnings about misconduct or abuse of power? Did you hear any complaints or consternation at all? The answer is no.